Hey guys, welcome back to Film Wish. Today we'll talk about how Rose goes off on Big Ed. Let's head into it. 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days fans have good memories, and they haven't forgotten how rude Big Ed was to Rosemarie Vega on the show. Since its premiere in 2014, the 90 Day Fiancé franchise has had its share of sketchy significant others, including Big Ed Brown, and we've learned why fans can't forgive him for the way he treated Rose.
I'm Ed, I'm 54 years old, people know me as Big Ed. I'm from San Diego, California.
90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days starred Big Ed, who is known for his Hellmann's mayonnaise hair treatments and his childish behavior. Big Ed became famous, even among those who have never watched the show. It's been over a year since Big Ed starred on the popular program alongside his then fiancée Rosemarie Rose Vega. A lot of fans support Rosemarie and dislike Ed. During Big Ed's relationship with Rose, he complained, disrespected her, put down her family, lied, and complained some more. From the start, he made little to no effort to familiarize himself with his fiancé's culture. Rose is from the Philippines. After a long-awaited meeting, the two united at an airport where Big Ed began speaking to her in Spanish. Although Rose is able to understand English, her native language is Tagalog rather than Spanish. Big Ed took her imperfect ability to comprehend the English language as a sign of low intelligence. He talked to her as though she were a child. "It's a snip snip," he said, to describe the vasectomy procedure that he had. When Big Ed requested that Rose take an STD test, she didn't feel like he trusted her. He apologized in her native tongue, using a translation app, which is, by the way, Google Translate. The app was not in usage during their first encounter, when he used words like pequeño and posito to describe the significant difference in height.
I was like, wow, I'm in love.
On 90 Day Bears All, scenes from a cringe-worthy beach trip photo shoot were revealed. Big Ed creepily asks Rose to show him some skin. With regard to the vasectomy, Big Ed had previously gotten one, but had told Rose he would have kids with her. She was 23 years old at the time, with her whole life ahead of her. It was single mom Rose's dream to have 2 kids. Big Ed came up with a weak explanation for hiding the fact that he'd had the procedure. "I didn't know how to tell you." That's it, that's the explanation. Due to lack of trust or Big Ed's big list of complaints, their relationship ultimately ended. Fans were quick to support Rose. They insisted that she deserved better and appreciated the fact that she seemed more mature than Big Ed, who was much older than her. They applauded the way that she got real with him in her second language. "I think you don't love me," she had told him. "I'm done." Then she left without telling him goodbye. She later embarked on a dramatic transformation that dazzled her fans. During the tell-all, Rose had trouble reining in her emotions. She and Ed also had contradicting stories about what happened to their relationship after TLC cameras stopped rolling. According to Ed, after they broke up, Rose contacted him around Valentine's Day and wanted to get back together and asked him to buy her a gift. Ed said he was ready to drop everything to try again with Rose, but then he found out that she had been dating another woman, as he dramatically held up his phone to the camera to show a close-up picture of 2 women holding hands.
But having more kids is not something that I want.
For her part, Rose shared that she did in fact enter into a relationship with a woman after their breakup and said she was trying to move on from Ed. However, the 2 women are no longer together. Rose also claimed that it was actually Ed who contacted her, and the only reason she responded was because she didn't want to be rude. Rose repeatedly yelled that Ed was always a liar. Rose made another shocking allegation against Ed, claiming that at one point, when they were video chatting before he came to the Philippines to meet her in person, she told him about the money problems she was having. She claimed that Ed told her to get naked in a video and that he would pay her for it. Ed vehemently denied the accusation. However, Ed did apologize to Rose for some of his behavior towards her this season, specifically the way he asked her to take the STD test and how he talked to her about her personal hygiene. The San Diego, California native said he had a right to ask Rose these things because she was keeping secrets from him about her past, but that he went about it the wrong way. After Ed's fellow 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 Day stars actually backed up Rose, Darcy said Rose deserved to be treated like a queen and that Ed didn't come off as genuine, while Lisa said that no American woman would put up with him. Rose broke down in tears. She said that Ed always embarrassed her and that she didn't accept his apology. Since then, Rose has started a YouTube channel that has almost 700,000 subscribers, or Rose Marines. She has a new house house, a farm in the Philippines, and a budding modeling career, Rose Marines were quick to point out how much happier she seems since her appearance on 90 Day Fiancé. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future.